You might already know that you can make a cut feel invisible by doing a roll trim on the video portion of a clip by Option, click and dragging it after it's already on the timeline. This way the audio and video don't change simultaneously, which can be jarring to a viewer. So today I'm going to show you a pretty advanced technique that maybe you've never used before to independently mark in and out points for your video and audio before editing to the timeline. Splitting the audio and video from the source can help save you precious editing time in DaVinci Resolve. Therefore, let's learn how to create pre-lap, post-lap, J-cut, L-cut, split edits, whatever you want to call it, before it even ends up on the timeline. You've already seen a J-cut in the opening shot of this tutorial. It's when you hear something, like my voice, before you even see it. In this case, it was my opening talking head. Sound before picture. J-cuts are how we react to sound in real life. For example, if you hear a baby crying on an airplane, you're going to turn your head to see it and find out how far away the baby is. They call them J-cuts because of the shape that it makes on the timeline. However, it's kind of more like a backwards L if you ask me. For reference, the commands I'm going to go over are found up and under the Mark menu for Mark Video and Audio. First, move your playhead to the moment you want sound to begin in the source viewer. Now hold down Command and Option with I for the endpoint. That's Control-Alt-I on a PC. This shortcut creates an audio-only endpoint, and you can see it has a green range instead of the usual gray. Green is for audio. Next, use JKL on the keyboard or your mouse to scrub the playhead to where you want to introduce the visual. And just hold down Shift and Option, Alt on a PC, with I for a video-only endpoint. Shift Option I creates a blue range for video. Now move later in the clip to find the out point. You can mark it with the good old standard O for out point on both audio and video so they end at the same time. Finally, position the timeline playhead down below where you want the source clip's sound to begin. Click the Overwrite Edit icon, and there's your smooth J-cut. L-cuts are the perfect way to cut to a reaction shot in a dialogue scene or even a B-roll cutaway. You've probably already guessed it, but the name L-cut comes from its shape on the timeline when the video comes before the sound. To create an L-cut from the source monitor, clear your in and out marks if you have any with Option, Alt on a PC, and X, Option X. Now, let's just reverse the order of how we marked a clip for a J-cut. First, find the visual cue worth cutting to and hit Option Shift I, that's Alt Shift I on a PC, to mark the video only endpoint. That gives you the blue range. And scrub till there's some worthwhile audio and mark the audio only endpoint with Option Command I, Alt Control I on a PC.
Cars.
Mark the end of your clip segment with O for your out point. And let's kick our skill level up a notch by combining a tip from last week's tutorial on track destination selection to force the audio to A2 so you can checkerboard your audio tracks. Move your audio destination track down to A2 by either clicking on it with your mouse to make it orange, or better yet, use those same Option Command modifier keys for audio with the down arrow to target the lower audio track. Move your timeline playhead to where you want the visual cutaway to happen, and this time, perform an overwrite edit with the shortcut key F10. That's F10.
Hey boys, can we talk wheels?
Cars.
I bet you're getting faster and faster, and hey, I want to thank you so much for your support in 2021. If you're new here, I'm Chadwick, and this is Creative Video Tips. I hope you have a great rest of your holiday season, and I can't wait to share more DaVinci Resolve tips with you in 2022. I really appreciate you. Oh, and of course, because there's so much more to learn, I'll see you in the next video.